Black Canvas.
But you know, like we tell you all the time, you don't have to wait till a new year to start a new beginning. You can go ahead and actually start it today or last week.
I had a lot of people on TV talk about, man, it's a new year, you know, it's a new me. It's like, nigga, it's the same old you.
With ECST.
The whole 10 minutes, the manager kept on asking me, like, man, you want me to call an ambulance? Like, you want me to call an ambulance? And I was like, no, yes. That's why they gotta get rid of all of our leaders, man, and then like throw more dumb shit in our face to distract us, man.
Like Chanel purses. Presented by For Real.
For real, yeah. Jordans. Where the ceiling is the roof.
And now, ECST.
Yeah. What's up, ST, man? How you been, man?
Man, I'm chilling, EC, man. You know, just feeling great. How you feeling, EC?
Man, nothing much, man. Just trying to take too much clarity on all this fucking pollen out here in Georgia, man. Shit getting real in these streets, man.
Yeah.
I was coming back home from a little family trip from Orlando.
Yeah.
And I saw my car was just like, was white. I was like, man, somebody paint my car? I mean, not white, but yellow. I was like, somebody paint my fucking car, man? Shit. Like, dude, you touch the car? Like, I'm such a germaphobe, or, you know, I'm a real germaphobe, so if my hands feel slightly greasy, I wash my hands, or my hands always look like I'm baking some biscuits or something, because they always dry as shit.
Yeah.
So, because, like, what I do now is, like, when I get in my car, if I touch the handle, I get some wet wipes to wipe my hands off, and I'll take that wet wipe, put that shit in a Kleenex, and then I'll put that shit on the side of my little driver console so I get out the fucking car, man. That's how freaking paranoid I am of pollen getting in my nose, man, because I'm extremely allergic to pollen, like most people.
Yeah. But yeah, what's up with, you know, all the interstates and things cracking and gas leaks and, you know, on I-20 and I-85, like, what's going on, man? Like, the roads is getting jacked up. People can't even drive no more. Like, we barely can drive on, you know, what's open now.
Hey, dude, they blame it on crackheads, man. People smoking crack under the bridges, man. That's what they're blaming it on. But it's just poor. It's just poor infrastructure. Yeah, poor infrastructure, man. It's finally catching up with them. Like a motherfucker was just like, hey, man, you know, if we take another 2 weeks, we can do this right, and it'll stay there for years. But if we just stop now and just cover it up, you know, with some cement, man, it'll pop up in the next, you know, about 10, 15 years. Like, we worry about it in 10, 15 years, man. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. I got to go to Essos, man, and get fucking fuck me a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I-20, I-85, man, motherfuckers had to leave home early to plan their route. You know, like I-85 been shut down, man. This whole week, I-85 North been shut down this whole week, man, and trying to fix it, man. So, you know, motherfuckers happy that, you know, that work over in that area using that shit as an excuse, like, man, I'm gonna be late, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the boss can't do nothing be like, man, you know what, man, you right, man. You like, shit we could do, and motherfuckers be smiling when they know they got like a route they could take on the street way to work, where they still be late because the motherfuckers don't want to work.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I went down to Orlando, man, this past weekend because it was funny. We were talking about it. We were like, I was telling you I was going, and you were like, man, you driving? I was like, yeah. You was like, whoa. And then halfway going down there, after the first 2 hour chunk, I was like, man, ST was right, man. This some bullshit. And I think I was on my second Red Bull by then, like that tall can Red Bull. Oh god, I was on my second can, man, and I was like, I still had 3 hours to go, and I was just like, woo, this is a fucking doozy, boy. This is about to be a doozy. But yeah, man, I went down with the family. We went down to a restaurant called Big Fin. It was actually, you know, really good. I had some grilled shrimp, French fries, and some coleslaw. Then we had some lobster. We shared like 3 appetizers. We shared a crab cake, some alligator, and some lobster mac and cheese. And that lobster mac and cheese,
Oh no, it's stupid.
dog, it just was slick retarded, dog. Alright, cause like when we were eating it, I let my mom get some, and then my sister get some, and then it was like a chunk of it left in the corner, like a little square pastry, a square dish, and I was like, y'all done?
Yeah.
And they was like, go ahead. I was like, like I raked that junk up so hard, man. You know shit good when you like you have like some like residue like cream on with mac and cheese. I like my mac and cheese creamy.
Yeah.
You like have some cream left, and you like dabbing your fork in it and like licking the fork.
Scraping the dish.
Yeah, scraping that bitch. All you hear is
Ski.
alright, fat bastard, let this shit go. It's go. And then after that, man, we went to the mall. It's called the Mall of Millennia. It actually was a nice mall. It had like high end shit in there. It had like Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom's. This was like Anthropologie, man. I was just checking out some shoes, some Adidas, NMDs. Had the new ones came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like them. I love them shoes, man. Check that out. Then we got some Godiva chocolate, and then after that we went to like a little froyo place and got some froyo, and then like because this was my little cheat day, so I was just going all out. Because when usually I go on my cheat days, I kind of fuck up, so I set myself back a week because I fuck up too hard.
So when you cheat, like nigga, you cheat all the way.
Oh yeah, man. Like you gonna do what you gotta do all the way. Cause like my diet is somewhat bland, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But when I do have my cheat day, it's just like prisoners' last meals and shit. Like work come by and be like, man, what you want? Like, all right, boss, let me get this, and this. Like, you better fit all this in. I'm about to die anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna fit all this shit in. That's how I eat. So I went by this froyo joint after I had all that. And I filled the cup all the way to the top, and then I went over to like the little condiment section, and I got so many Reese's Pieces and miniature Oreos that the shit was like falling off the cup, and I was like, shit, and I had to like go back and put some more on top.
Wow.
And then when I went and put that shit on the scale, the shit was falling off the scale, and I was mad because it was touching the counter. I had to throw the shit away, and I can't even go back to that shit, but. Yeah, man, it was a fun trip, but then somebody almost got into a car wreck coming back, and then an 18-wheeler caught on fire, and we was sitting in traffic for an hour. It was like an hour and 10 minutes in traffic, and then we got home at it was like 2 in the morning, and then it kind of pissed me off because like when we were almost home. I hate what like Apple Maps does this, man. It gives you the fastest route, but the fastest route be like backwoods shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like going through like backwoods of Alabama, man, is just like going back to the 1950s, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was crazy because you text me. I was like pulling down this little access road. And you text me, and right when you text me, like a big ass cow came out of nowhere, walked across the street like, "What up, nigga?" and then looked at me, looked at the car, and it looked straight, and then trotted on up. And I was like, "Well, thank you, sir, for moving out the fucking way."
Yep. If
it weren't for your text, I wouldn't have seen that cow. And the cow's fucking black too.
Wow.
You don't know fucking lights out there, man. That would have been fucking tragic, dude.
Yeah, that would have been horrible.
Hell yeah, man, but. After that, man, we got home. I went to sleep. I woke up at noon the next day. I'm still trying to catch up with my fucking rest, man. I'm tired of shit. Man, I ain't doing that shit again. I remember my sister called me today, and she was like, "When we going on our next adventure?" I was like, "Not for a long fucking time, man." If I'm driving like that, man, fuck that shit. Can't do it, man. Like. I just can't sit up and just drive for hours on end, dude.
Yeah.
Like I used to, man. I don't even know how I did it back in the day.
Man, I got a rule, if my destination is over, anything over 5 hours, I'm flying.
I feel you, man.
I don't drive nowhere over 5 hours.
Yeah, dude. Cause I know I'm going to Cali this summer.
Yeah.
I know I'm flying to Cali. I ain't if I had to drive to Cali, I don't care. My hotel paid for. My favorite porn star gonna be there. Do whatever she can say. You can do whatever you want to me. You know what I'm saying? For the whole weekend. I don't even care. And I had to drive out there, but like, man, I'm sorry, baby. I can't do it. Like, man, it ain't even worth it, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I want to get my D whip, but not that bad. I ain't driving, like, what is it from here to California, man, driving? What is that, like?
I think 23 hours.
23 hours, man?
Something like that.
Pussy, man? And, like, all expense paid? You know some sip ass nigga do that shit, dude.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, let me get my Depends diaper, man.
And it be some nigga who will make that trip and then don't even get none. Get out there and get robbed or something like that.
Yeah, man, go all the way out there, get in the hotel room, and get shaken down by all his shit. You know, some niggas be like, let me get my Depends diapers, man, and my 5-hour engine. I'll beat that, baby. Man, dude, so
yeah.
I never forget the time I was working out with these dumbass dudes up at college. It was like a long time ago, like my sophomore year, and they were just talking about how they would always drive down to Atlanta to fuck some girls. And they could have been lying probably talking about fucking some dudes, no telling. But I had fake flies and shit. But yeah, man, I drive all the way down Atlanta to get mine. I was like, man, you drove 4 hours for some pussy, man? I was like, man, that's crazy. There was some decent looking women on our campus. You know, it was far and few between.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, it was about like, I would say about every year, 6 or 7 fine women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That pretty much on our campus. But I ain't driving no 4 hours for some vagina, man. Fuck that shit, man. We gotta meet me halfway. I ain't doing that shit, man. Ain't no way, man. But other than that, man, did you have a pretty good weekend?
Yeah, it was pretty straight, man. Went out, we saw Cat Williams live, you know, the Great America Tour.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty straight. You know, Red Grant, you know, that nigga's a fool. And of course, Cat himself. Yeah, you know, he was talking about some pretty, you know, interesting things. You know, of course, he had to make mention of, you know, all of the things that he's been going through lately.
Which is fucking lot.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
So he said under this new administration, you know, he's not getting in no more trouble. He said he got 4 years to keep himself, you know, on the straight and narrow. And I was like, well, all right, then I hope he does it. Cause yeah, this ain't the administration to play. So also for all you know, people out there who be, you know, scheming on your taxes, you know, these next 4 years, these ain't the years to do it. And hopefully, you know, as you are listening to this, everybody has at least filed their taxes and had them turned in yesterday. Yesterday was the last day, being that, you know, Easter was this past Sunday. But yeah, so hopefully, everybody in the family got their taxes done, you know, and everything. So, you know, don't wait till the last minute for that, because you definitely don't want them IRS boys, you know, showing up at your house.
Yeah, because them motherfuckers will come and touch you.
Yeah,
they will. They will not call you. They'll pull up to your job. They'll pull up to your crib. They'll pull up to you with your favorite eating spot and come holler at you, man. They don't play about that shit.
At all.
That shit. Yeah, man. That's the last people you want to fuck with, dude. Off top. I'll never forget the time when they were doing that little string of people just going around, you know, people getting called from the quote unquote IRS. Yeah. I'll never get the time they called me. And then I was like, I know we already said this story a long time ago, but they called me and I was like, whatever. I gave them a fake social security number.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the call, I was like, okay, have a nice day. Because they had like an Indian accent, and they was like, you listen to me. Now I need your social security number. This is IRS. This is a very important business. And I was like, the IRS don't call you. They come get you. And I was like, bye. Like, dun dun dun. On top of that fuck shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Good way to get, you know, your credit messed up.
Hell yeah, dude. No, don't ever. I know people. This should be common knowledge, but most people don't know this, man. But if anybody ever call you saying they need your social security number and your credit card information, and they talking about they're the IRS, hang up on them.
Yeah.
IRS will come to you. Don't worry. They
Oh
got
yeah.
enough resources to come holler at you.
Oh yeah, they'll come find you.
Yeah,
That's
they
for
come
sure.
find you, man. It'll be in like a little black sedan or
Suburban.
or a suburban. Hell yeah, with a black with a with a 2-piece suit on, walking
Yep.
up to your door with a damn portfolio. That's when your ass need to be shitting bricks and sweating hard.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only time. Yeah, dude. That's funny as hell. Cat Williams said that shit, man. Tell me I'm gonna get this shit, cause ain't no time to play anymore, dude.
Oh no.
Oh
No,
man.
not at all.
Oh.
You know. And, you know, his whole thing, you know, exposing, you know, the quote unquote Illuminati, you know, all the practices that, you know, that they are known for, you know, that didn't help him out. So I think he's kind of been on the downswing ever since.
They fucked that nigga up.
Yeah, they did. And it was funny, we were kind of having this conversation. My lady, her mother and my mom and a cousin of mine, we were having a conversation. And, you know, my biggest point was, you know, as a comedian, you don't just all of a sudden become not funny. Like, you know, especially after something like that happens. It's, you know, the media, they skew, you know, your perception to the rest of the masses. And, you know, all of a sudden, you know, you aren't being promoted as you once were.
Yeah, because he wasn't playing the game.
Yeah, like you don't just lose that talent.
No.
So, you know, you think about all the stars, you know, that have signed their name on the dotted line, signed their life away or signed their soul away. And, you know, we talk about, you know, Michael and Prince, you know, some of the very same things that we were talking about on the show, and how, you know, when it's time, you know, they come to collect. So, and it's either with your life or your career. You know, it's just one of those things where, in Cat Williams' case, I think he got off pretty easy because he's still able to make, you know, a decent living, but it's not on the grand scale that it once was.
He got dealt with, man. Yeah, he got dealt with, and people just need to understand how powerful they are. That's why like we said earlier, that's why most celebrities you see them either OD on drugs or have to go to rehab, because like what they're dealing with is they're on some more fucked up shit, and they know they can't expose them because everybody wouldn't be down. Like it have to be everybody would have to be on the same page for it to work, and everybody won't be, because it ain't like everybody has a price.
Yeah, because either number one, nobody wants to give up that lifestyle.
Yep.
Or number two, nobody wants to get killed. You know, we was also talking about, you know, Martin Lawrence, how, you know, he went, you know, parading through the streets, you know, talking about fight the power or whatever he was saying, because, you know, he knew, like, he had to put himself in an alternative mindset, you know, because I guess he couldn't deal with it. So,
I just wonder how those interactions go, dude, or just how the phone calls work, or just how do they get in contact with you? Like, dude, I know that's got to be some, man.
It's people with unlimited resources, man, that have technologies and, you know, things that we'll never know about. You know, that's probably how GPS actually started, you know.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, man? This is one dude. I know some people y'all have heard of him. His name's Professor Griff.
Yeah. I watch a couple of his videos.
Yeah, that motherfucker is like, you know how I'm a conspiracy theorist? Like, that motherfucker is like on a whole other level.
Yes, he is, though.
He's
on a whole nother level, and he's very, very detailed.
Yeah, he is, man. Because I remember one time he was just talking about, I already knew about, him talking about like microwaves, what microwaves do to people, yada yada yada. But I remember he was talking about, man, they got a gun they working on where they could just shoot it in the waves to just send like waves and vibrations, send the shit to your heart, make you have a heart attack. And all you gotta do is just stand within like 20 feet of you. And I was like, at first I was just sitting there like laughing at it, like, man, they're crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
it sounds crazy, but then when you actually think about that,
that shit's possible, you know?
Yes, it is. It's very possible. With the technology that we have now,
yeah.
How could that not be a possible option?
Oh yeah, it's a possible option, man. You know, somebody listening right now, like right there, we got it all.
Yeah.
Got a treasure trove of destruction waiting on y'all niggas. But, but yeah, cause when I was a kid, I was like, all right, man, this dude kind of on the deep end. I'm gonna have to like stop listening to him. But now that I think about it, like that's not like far fetched at all.
No, not at all. It's not too far fetched.
Man, speaking of which, man, you hear about this robot in Russia that can wield 2 handguns and shoot accurately from any distance.
I'm telling you, Putin, he collecting his army.
Yeah, man, y'all Google that junk, man. It's a cyborg. It's a cyborg, like it was a robot that can literally carry 2 guns right now and shoot accurately with up to like a 98% accuracy.
Jeez.
As of right now, dude. And then they had like he get a reload on his own. Like, man, this shit.
Nigga, he finna make.
Choo.
Yeah. He's finna make. He finna make a whole squadron of Terminators, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Skyday's real, man.
I'm telling you.
Man, fuck. This shit's getting crazy, dude. When I saw that, I just like kind of blinked and I was like, huh? I was like, what? Well, no, man. But, oh yeah, man. Let me go ahead and introduce the show, man. Y'all welcome to another episode of the Blank Canvas Podcast. We are a weekly show that comes on every Wednesday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on your favorite podcasting services. That's iTunes, Stitcher, Audio Mac, and YouTube. And you can also follow us on your favorite social media sites. You know, Twitter at Blank Canvas ECST. Make sure you hit us up with a follow. And our Instagram at Blank Canvas ECST. And on Facebook at Blank Canvas ECST. And without further ado, let's get into the news.
Let's get it.
It's not that much news going on right now, so pretty much our show is pretty much we're gonna have like a little ranting, like another little ranting hour. So we're gonna like talk about the Facebook killer, and then we're pretty much gonna just just do what we were just doing just a minute ago. But this fuck nigga here. So pretty much, man, like we were coming back home from Orlando, and my mom had to stop and use the restroom. So I was like, all right, it's my time to go ahead, check Twitter out. Cause, I don't time to text and drive. Yeah. Like I used to in the past. That shit makes me dizzy. And then plus it's a fucking hazard. Y'all start doing that shit, man. I saw this one girl driving an AT&T sponsored car, texting and driving. And I was like, this can't be work related. Because this shit was too long, man. It was like too detailed. And I could see it too. And she was doing like 40 miles per hour because we were in the 60. I was like, man, it's not that fucking important, man, when you can lose your life. But, man, we're back to this. But, yeah, dude, I went on, Twitter, and I went on, like, the search function for, like, the biggest topics. And all I saw was, like, Cleveland. And I was like, okay, what's going on with LeBron's hairline? Let's see what's going on with it. And so I opened up a tab, and I saw Facebook Live, somebody from Cleveland on Facebook Live saying he gonna go and kill somebody. Then I watched the video that y'all all know about where he was like, man, nobody listens to my problems. You know what I'm saying? Every time a problem come up, I listen to their problem, but nobody listens to my problems, so I'm about to just go out here and just kill some people. You know what I'm saying? It's people, man. This shit kind of fucked up, man, but, this shit about to happen. And so he ended up lying, saying he shot 15 people, which he didn't. and he only killed one person, and then the motherfucker he only shot a soft target, which was the elderly man. That just shows how much of a pussy he was. But I'll go ahead and get to the part about him getting caught after you explain how you found out about Facebook killing. Go ahead.
Matter of fact, it came on my phone. Matter of fact, I think I was taking a nap, and my phone buzzed, and it said Cleveland, Ohio man murdered somebody via Facebook Live, and I was like, dang, Facebook Live?
Yeah.
Like why would you? Why? So, and I guess just being inquisitive, I guess I just wanted to understand what his purpose was. I don't know, maybe he was just trying to, maybe he's trying to warn somebody, or maybe he's trying to, give notice to somebody or something. But I guess when I read some of his reasonings for, doing what he did, I don't know. I guess it was just some dude that, entitled, I guess, to whatever. But I guess instead of him, sitting down, and being a man and, doing something constructive to solve his problems, he want to take it out on some elderly man who probably couldn't defend himself. I don't know, man. And it's sad, dude, because I'm starting to notice that we're seeing more and more black killers, like senseless killing, like as far as just random killing. Like we've always known about, black on black crime, but now it's gotten to a point where we just, I don't know. It goes back to, our first ever episode, and, we're not mentally tough anymore, man. Like, we'll take out a gun and shoot somebody over the smallest thing now. So, after seeing this, I kind of got disgusted, because it's like, what purpose do you serve by just shooting somebody via Facebook Live? Like, and how dumb is that? Like, you already know millions of people. Man, I don't know. Maybe that's what he wanted. Maybe he wanted millions of people to, remember his name, or, for him to be remembered. But I don't know, man. Like, that's just stupid. And I guess it goes, further to say how stupid he is by the way he got caught.
Yeah, seeing the elderly man getting shot at point blank range over a woman because first of all, the man was mentally unstable. He was depressed. I forgot how old he was, but he's in his late 30s, so he know pretty much his life's over, so he can't accomplish his dreams that he want to accomplish, which is wrong. In his mind, he's thinking he's done. He can't accomplish nothing. But he just seemed hopeless.
Yeah.
And he just seemed like, man, life wasn't worth living because he probably had some dreams that he just couldn't fulfill. And he just kind of got lazy and said, you know what, F it. I'm about to be 40. I guess I want to come with my dream now, so let me just go ahead and just take my hurt and my anger out on somebody else. Yeah. Which is something that you should never do, dude.
Yeah, that's selfish.
Yeah, man, you should just go ahead, go in the corner, blow your brains out. Don't try to do it. Don't try to take out somebody else because you're feeling bad, man. But
but you shouldn't do that either, though.
Yeah, you should do that either. But if it comes down to it, where you just like, man, I'm just so hurt and I'm just so mad at the world, I want to just hurt somebody, man. Just seek help. No, one thing I'm not saying, man, I'm not condoning suicide, but I'm saying, man, seek help first. But if it gets to that extreme where you're just like, man, I'm on edge, I'm on tilt, man. Just, take yourself out. Don't be taking out anybody else. Don't take out other people with you, innocent bystanders, man. Just try to go get some help. If not, blow your brains out.
He should have took it out on a bag of animal crackers or something.
He done it already.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's millions of people who don't accomplish their dreams every day.
Man. Like, you give up every day.
Yeah, like you can't feel sorry for yourself just because you hadn't accomplished your dreams, or maybe it's not your time to accomplish your dreams yet. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the man upstairs knows that you ain't ready to handle, your dreams being accomplished right now.
Exactly.
Maybe it's not your season. Maybe you should be patient and wait it out. Maybe you haven't worked hard enough for your dreams to be accomplished. Maybe that's what it is. Instead of, taking things into your own hands and ending somebody else's life because you're unhappy with yours, that's no excuse. I don't give nobody a pass for that.
Yeah.
And, it just goes to show it, as I said, man, like, we're mentally weak. We're just weak, man. We are weak now.
I think it's set up just to work that way. The system's made that way for people just to kind of feel helpless and not know how to fend for yourself, or how to think for yourself, because of the educational system. The educational system is not built on thinking outside the box and thinking for yourself.
Oh, no.
It's taught just to memorize facts. And pretty much we go to school to learn how to be employees and not how to be employers.
Yep, I was just about to say that. I was just about to re-emphasize what you said in a previous episode.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it is, man. It's just we're not built to think on our own. That's why extracurricular learning is needed, especially, man, in elementary, middle school, and high school. That is needed for our children to be able to think past, like, all I need to do is memorize this formula, and this formula will get me to my answer.
Yeah.
You need to go ahead and not even get in the formula. Let them sit up and say, hey, how can I figure this out on my own and get to the same resolution as if I had to use this formula? And then that'll open up another part of your mind where you'll think through things more critically, man. Our critical thinking skills are fucking kaput, dude.
Yeah.
And they're fucking garbage. But seeing the old man die at point blank range was horrifying and sad, man. And I remember, like, the killer said, say this woman's name. He was like, I don't know who she is. And then he held up his little plastic bag up in front of his face, because that's all you could do, because that's like your first instinct, trying to cover yourself. And then he just shot him, and he turned the camera and showed him he was just dead in the instant. And then he just got his fat fuck ass in the car and drove on. But as y'all know now, as of now, y'all know that the Facebook killer has been caught, and it's funny the way that he got caught. But go ahead and tell it, ST, if people don't know.
Well, first off, just to let you know, the nigga is dead. So
yeah, he out of here.
Yeah, so but he did take that alternative route by, killing himself. But yeah, so I guess this genius, being the man that he is, hungry
all the time.
This clown decides to go to McDonald's and grab himself some food. So one of the employees at the McDonald's that this man went to recognized him, and so with his order, which was smart, they told him to pull up and wait, because they told him that his fries were were fresh, so they wanted him to wait. So while he was waiting, they called the police on him, and after seeing that the jig was up, he decided to take himself out. And I guess lucky for him, he had the gun in the car already. So,
yeah, punk ass dude. But
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. When I saw that video how he got caught, I laughed my ass off, man.
Yeah.
I laughed my ass off, dude. Like your stomach was your demise.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, you gotta think about it, man. If you're gonna pre-plan, I don't even know if I should even try to explain it to people. Like, man, EC taught me how to do this. FBI coming to me and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm good. I ain't gonna explain this shit. But just think logically, man. You can do all that shit, man.
It's just dumb.
Yeah, it was dumb as hell, man.
Yeah. Why, I don't know, maybe he didn't have a choice. I guess maybe, he didn't really have anybody around him to go to McDonald's for him or something. I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. And I guess it's just, his stomach was just taking over. He's like, look, I'm hungry. This is what I want. So I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and take the risk by going to McDonald's myself instead of, cause I'm sure by that time, everybody had seen the Facebook live video. So I'm pretty sure that he had no allies left. So.
Oh no, man. Most definitely, man. Like, them motherfuckers was gone, man. He had no friend.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody was probably disgusted with him. So, but I don't know, man.
I don't know. You gotta come to a point where you kind of look. You have to have kind of like a thought process. Like, okay, my face is all plastered around the news because of me.
Yeah.
Because of what I done, because I want it to be seen. Everybody has a cell phone now. Even bums on the street have a cell phone. Just like, this goes back to this episode of American Dad where Stan and his wife went to a resort, and Stan's talking about, I got the new iPhone 5 Plus. He's like, just take a picture for us. He's like, oh, no, don't worry about it. I got you. I'll take a picture. And he was like, this is the newest model, just came out. So I got it too. And then Stan was like, but you're a gardener. It's not like having a smartphone is not a status symbol anymore. Everybody has one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing that really separates you if you have like the higher end with the bigger gigs.
Or you have it first.
And people can't tell if you have the bigger gigs on the phone by just looking at it, which is good, because if they could, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker trying to rob you. So I'm
I was about to say.
I'm so glad Apple don't do that shit, man.
Yeah.
Like the biggest sizes come in like different colors.
Yeah.
I have a fucking case on my shit because I ain't got time to be fighting a motherfucker over a phone, man. But I'll do it. I was playing. But yeah, man. I don't know the point I was trying to make, but yeah, man, your face plastered everywhere. You don't think a motherfucker ain't got no smartphone and like you're the topic of the whole Easter weekend and no motherfucker's not gonna notice you? Yeah. Especially somebody's working at McDonald's. Yeah. And all they do is stay on their phone and be flipping burgers. Cause I know if I was working at fast food joint, I'd always be on social media.
Oh yeah, wasn't there like a $50,000 reward for this nigga?
Hell yeah, I wonder if the worker gets it.
I was about to say, do you not think that person at McDonald's wasn't trying to get that money? They was trying to come up.
Yeah.
That would have been all I needed to turn a nigga in.
Oh, dude, when he pulled up, he'd be like, okay, sir, that'll be $5.75. And then when I'm saying $5.75 on the 75 part, I just grin like a motherfucker. Be like, it was like, cha-ching! Like, go ahead and pull up, sir. You know, we got some extra hot fries for you. Extra hot, you know? Hey, you know how much fat fucks love them McDonald's fries? Yeah. Speaking of which, man, McDonald's fries ain't all that.
It's been a while. I haven't had any in a long time.
I haven't eaten at McDonald's. I haven't eaten McDonald's in years, man.
Yeah,
yeah, man. It's just like, you just like eat at home or eat at McDonald's. I eat at home. But it was crazy that the motherfucker even was like, he on the run.
Yeah.
And you're gonna like sit there and wait on the fries. It just shows how greedy he is, where he was just willing to wait.
Yeah.
The French fries, dude. I would have been like, man, I would have ordered a hamburger and been done with it, or I would have thought in my head like, they're talking about we're waiting on fries. I would have been like, man, okay, I'm on the run. I'll just take what I can get.
Yeah.
And not be greedy. You know what I'm saying? You eat low enough now. Stop being greedy. Get it to the nigga. I would have took the Big Mac. I would have been on the Big Mac and Big Nasty and been gone, man. Yeah. You gotta think, man. When you're on the run, you have to think. And plus, he went from hold on, because he drove some miles, because he went from Cleveland to Pennsylvania, because they called him in Pennsylvania. So let me see how far is that?
Well, that's the next state over. Look like.
Yeah, so he didn't really get far. He didn't really get far at all. And that's how we just can't find him. And it took 2 days to find him. I was like, you can find a motherfucking jersey. You can find Tom Brady jersey, but you can't find this dude.
Exactly.
Like, what was he doing? He must have turned like location services off. Like after he killed the old man, he must have been smart enough to turn his location services off, his phone, and just like shut his phone up after that. Cause that's what you literally gotta do. You probably you gotta take out your SIM card pretty much they can track you by your SIM card. So you pretty much take a SIM card out if you had AT&T or T-Mobile. If it was a CDMA phone, they could track you like that too. So he probably just ditched the phone or whatever. But let me stop talking like a fucking crazy man. that motherfucker know what they do when they getting tracked. They have motherfuckers listen to this shit like 10 times. Okay, he said this, he said this. But yeah, man, like the way he got caught, he deserved to get caught, but at least he had the gun in the car so he can blow his own brains out because he wasn't making it back to Cleveland.
No,
he wasn't making it back to Cleveland, dude. They would definitely go to ice him, man. That was free reign to kill him.
Oh yeah, that was the evidence was the video. That's how they needed to open fire on him.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's possible they might have took him in alive. Maybe it would depend on if they found a gun, like if they found the gun in the car with him, like he actually had it in his hands. Like if they pulled up on him and they had him with his hands up and everything, they probably would have brought him in alive. But just given the recent events of our American police officers, the past couple of years, I strongly doubt it. It's a possibility.
Yeah, but this one, just speaking of which, it was one dude named Malik Allah Muhammad. Today, he killed 3 people in Fresno. He was targeting white people, and he Luke Akbar while he was getting arrested, and they brought him in alive.
Yeah,
and he shot 3 white people, man. So that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. They'll bring you people alive like that to get behind their motives, like to be like, man, are there more of you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Man, So and then they'll go and just mistreat him, and they'll mistreat him in prison. And he'll wind up being dead, which is fucked up.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll probably torture him, which
his ass.
Yeah, the United States claim that they are against, but yeah.
They bring a big ass towel and a gallon of water. Like, what you doing with that? You never watched NCIS, motherfucker? This shit better go down.
Cause I forgot, what was it? It was during the time when the U.S. were we were strongly against torture. But who was it that we had people, we captured some people and we were torturing them all at the same time?
Yeah, I think it was in Iraq. Remember they were taking pictures of her. I never iconic picture where the woman had a cigarette in her mouth, but she was throwing peace signs to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that pretty much caused a huge stir in the media. That's against the Geneva Convention. We can't do that junk, man. We can't torture people, man. And another thing, this is a fun fact for y'all. Another rule of war is you can't fake surrender. That's against the rules. You cannot do that.
Wait a minute. Who says that you can't fake surrender? Like that could be a ploy, to get your second line of troops in.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you can't do it. You can't just be you can't throw up a white towel and then they put the defenses down, then you just mow their ass down.
That would be exactly what I'd do.
Man, we right as putting their guns down, have somebody on top of a cliff with a assault rifle. Just probably clank.
Because haven't they heard the old saying that all is fair in love and war?
Yeah, man. Hey, we could be generals in war. We're could we just pretend we were gonna, gonna quit? Need to blow this out? Sir, we can't do that. Fucking do it, man. Ready to go home. Shit. They had to put that shit in the rule book. Motherfuckers be doing that shit all day long. But man, let me go ahead and say, congratulations, fuckwads, to all of you Fast and the Furious fans. We're going to get a fucking 9th movie because of y'all. And this movie broke first week box office numbers again, like they broke records, dude, off of this movie.
Again.
What's the appeal, y'all? What is the appeal?
Fast cars and
stars.
Yeah, I guess running from the police.
And all of them are only A-list star.
Things that you couldn't do in real life.
Yeah, exactly. Like that. Yeah, it's kind of just like living a fantasy, man.
Yeah.
Only A-list stars, really. He's become one as The Rock.
Yeah, pretty much.
And if it wasn't for the Fast and Furious movies, Vin Diesel wouldn't be a star.
No, he wouldn't.
Nah, nobody fuck with Triple X.
I was about to say, ain't nobody watching Triple X.
That bullshit, man.
And Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah, that fuck shit, dude. They ain't even hating. This just straight facts, people. Straight facts, homie. Like, nobody checking for these dudes. And then like every movie they try to add like a new star. They added Charlize Theron, and she kind of getting long in the tooth. You know what I'm saying? Cause she getting old.
Yeah, but I believe it or not, Charlize though, she still looks pretty great for, she's in her 40s now, I think.
Yeah, she's in her 40s.
Yeah, she still looks pretty decent. So.
Yeah, but she still looks good.
Yeah, I guess as a whole, we've all moved on from Demi Moore. Because if you look at Demi Moore now, she looks like absolute trash.
Yeah, like. I put like 3 like Caucasian women I wouldn't be mad at if they were butt naked in my room talking about let's get it on like all at once. Like Charlize Theron, Scarlett Johansson, and what's a third? It looks exotic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The 2 of them be enough. Just go in the room, just smile and close the door, be like, hey, I'm gonna be a nigga for one day. I do. Man, what's up with? Man, I know this is like beating a dead horse, man. What's up with all these brothers, man? Nah, fuck it. Man, let's move on.
Yeah.
Man, fuck it.
Yeah.
We're talking about. Alright.
Yeah.
Y'all know what we talking about. Fuck it. I don't understand it, man. But man, get on the draft, man. NFL draft is next week.
Yes, it is.
I'm thoroughly excited. Can't wait to see my Ravens trade down and collect picks for no fucking reason when a playmaker's there, the Aussie way. But what you think? What do you think's gonna happen on draft night, man? Do you think this is what I think is gonna happen? And let me know if you think it's gonna happen or not. I think Sherman's gonna get traded. This is the first night. Sherman's gonna get dealt. Malcolm Butler's gonna get dealt. Kirk Cousins may get dealt. And we're going to see at least like 3 trades of picks in the first round. But I think all that's going to happen on the first day, dude.
Well, Malcolm, he just signed his offer sheet.
Yeah.
So it's a possibility he could stay. But I could definitely see Sherman being traded because they fed up with that nigga, and I can see Kurt getting dealt. I can tell you one thing though. If I'm the Browns, man, I would go ahead and draft Myles Garrett at number 1.
Okay.
And then I'd come back and get Deshaun Watson at number 12.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like that's a win-win. But everybody's like the reports are saying now that
he won't. Yeah, he's gonna be the 3rd quarterback taken. That's stupid.
Yeah, that and the reason why they're not high on him is they're high on Trubisky and Kaiser is because of the system that he was in was a one-read system.
Yeah.
So that's all it was. And then I'm gonna take a winner. I'm sorry, man. When it comes to the quarterback, I'll talk to my boy Jay about this. When it comes to the quarterback, I want a winner.
Yeah.
I'd rather go with a known, proven winner than a potential guy. I'll take potential and wide receiver, cornerback, safety, defensive end, defensive tackle.
Yeah.
And like the specialty positions, but with quarterback.
You don't even have to draft those guys. Those can be people you pick up off free agency. Like unless it's like a Randy Moss type of receiver. Like what? There's really no point to drafting a receiver within the first 3 rounds. I don't think so.
Yeah, man. I do go by the old Bill Parcells method where you don't really need like a number one wide receiver to get the job done, man. Look at the pass. I know Colin Cowherd talks about that shit too. That fucking bastard. But look at the past Super Bowl winners, man. Are any of like the top 10 wide receivers? Did they win the Super Bowl?
Well, when Denver won it, they fell off. Like Demaryius Thomas, he wasn't the number one.
What's up? Yeah, what's up with him? He fell off hard, man. What happened to him, man?
I don't know, but somehow he's still skating by. He's still skating by.
So it's all to the devil, man, and now he's like, man, never mind. Like, okay, cool, never mind then. All right, all your ability's gone.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
Something up with that, man, because he was balling out, and all of a sudden he just fell off. Yeah. Even when Peyton was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he did. Yeah. I remember. He was. Yeah, you couldn't cover him, and then all of a sudden, it's like either he couldn't run routes, or he just he couldn't release off his man, or I don't know what was going on. Or he couldn't catch. I don't know, but he just disappeared. But yeah, back to draft night. Yeah, Mitchell Trubisky, man. Like he struggled. He barely won the job this past year. How he's how he's the number one guy, I don't get. And then with this Deshaun Kaiser, his own coach came out and said that he's not ready. He's not ready.
I would go slap the fuck out of him, dude. I wouldn't even want to go to Notre Dame if a coach is gonna be out in the media just shitting on you like that. Like, even if I'm not ready, don't say that shit on NFL on national radio, man.
Okay, but remember, Pete Carroll did the same thing. He said the same thing about Mark Sanchez.
Motherfucker was right too.
Yes, exactly. So how can you not be upset at Pete Carroll but then be upset with Brian Kelly? Because he's doing the same thing.
No, I'd be mad at both of them. Like I'm just saying, like, I respect them saying that about those prospects, but if I was in a position like Mark Sanchez or Deshaun Kaiser, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, man, can we keep this shit in house?
Well,
it should affect my draft stock, believe it or not.
Well, yeah, but still, at the same time, like, if you're a coach, yeah, I understand that you're trying to make your program all it's out to be. But still, you have an interest in like one of your former products being, in the league, because this could influence future prospects that you may have coming in.
That's what I'm saying. Like, would you want to go to a school where the coach calling you out saying you're not ready?
I would rather him call me out and tell me I'm not ready than to let me go and fail.
I can kind of, man, Deshaun Kaiser did the right thing, man. That team not going anywhere. They won 4 games last year. Think about coming back, and then let's say you don't have the pieces around you, and you lose 4, and you go like 4 and whatever. I don't even know how many.
Well, he went 4-8 this past year.
That's what I'm saying. If he would have done it 3 times in a row, like, okay, because what people don't like, this, but most people don't know is all college prospects could talk to somebody from the NFL, and they can ask them, where would I project if I left this year?
Yeah.
Deshaun Kaiser was told that he projected to go in the first round. He was like, okay, I'm projected to go in the first round and make $1 million. Or I can stay back another year and struggle and might get knocked down to the second round because this team fucking sucks. What should I do? I'm gonna get the fuck out. Yeah. In my opinion, he did the right thing. Because the motherfuckers aren't going anywhere, man. I think Brian Kelly caught lightning in the bottle his first couple years, and I think his methods are waning on the players, and they're not really listening to him anymore. It's that John Harbaugh effect, man. Because that's what people say about John Harbaugh. They say he'll motivate you those first couple of years, but then after a while, the shit just gets stale, and people just kind of get tired of the same methods. He don't know how to switch it up, and it kind of wanes on you. And I think that's the same thing happened for Brian Kelly. And I think if Brian Kelly has a winning season this upcoming year, mark my word, he gonna hop to the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, because he know his time is up, man.
Yeah. I would think as an NFL prospect, like, yeah, okay, projected to go in the first round, but Because I'm sure Brian Kelly has already had this conversation with Deshaun before he even decided to enter the draft. I'm pretty sure he told him the same thing that we heard
Oh
on the
yeah,
radio.
yeah. You know he gonna be. That's kind of. He seemed like the no nonsense coach to be like, hey man, you're not ready. But coach, they say I'm a first round prospect. You're not ready, man. You need to develop more. I'm gonna be like, man, you gotta kind of think of a broke, you know. Oh, Deshaun Cousins don't seem like he seem like he come from a nice family, so he seem like he probably ain't struggling. But
Yeah.
you gotta think about it, man. Like that's one less year of unpaid risk going to your body.
True.
You can at least be in the league and you're being a backup because you know you'll come in as a backup, getting that backup money.
Yeah.
And you can learn there. So I kind of see where Deshaun Cousins is coming from, man. You're getting millions. You're going to sit for a year at least. He know he's not playing now. So
Okay.
at least sit for a year at least. He's going to get that money. And then probably in a year or two, he'll have his chance. And at least he'll be on the team and he'll be making money instead of just sitting there getting a couple of T-shirts.
Yeah.
And some free meals.
So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
If college players, if on a majority scale, if they started getting paid, do you think this would change? Do you think an NFL prospect who has been told that you're not ready, you need to come back and develop more, and knowing that he'll get paid, it just won't be on the NFL scale, but he'll get paid. Do you think more prospects will stay in college and play?
Yeah.
To develop.
It depends on the pay scale because some of them, like the good ones, they're getting paid now by boosters.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like the good ones getting paid by boosters now, man. So
well, I'm meaning if they make it totally legal for boosters to pay.
And then it kind of you kind of walk on a fine line with how much do you pay a certain player? Do you pay like the top dude this much? Like if they start paying everybody, does everybody get the same pay?
Yeah.
Or do the top performers get more?
Mm-hmm.
It's opened up a can of worms, man. So
it's
really hard to do, dude. If I was gonna pay the players, I would. Everybody get paid up to like the third string. After that, you just don't get paid. So it's gonna be cutthroat from like the fourth to third strings, or just fucking cutthroat, and everybody gets paid the same. That's the only way you can do it, because if you start just having like incentive payment for players, like it's going to open up a fucking can of worms, and then boosters are still going to pay the motherfuckers anyway. So I don't think it could ever really be regulated. It's just what should happen. What should really happen, man, is every prospect. Let's say everybody gets paid. Everybody gets paid on an even scale, but if you want to use their likeness as far as selling their jerseys, their numbers on it, they get 25 to 50% of those profits.
NCAA ain't giving that up.
Hell no, it's like free money, man.
At least not that much.
Yeah, man. Like at least that.
They'll get like 2 to 5%.
Yeah, dude. Like, cause man, 25% of that shit, that's thousands, man. They be motherfuckers be up at night, having like cold flashlights. Like, these niggas are getting this money that is rightfully theirs. Like, yeah, man. So that's the only fair way to do it. If you want to use that likeness to sell shit, man, let them get a little cut of it. And if not, just make a jersey. Just put a jersey out and just don't put no numbers on it. Make it look stupid.
Yeah.
Right, it's your call, motherfuckers, but it's coming down the pipe, man, because it took years for playoffs to come, because they just cover like playoffs in college.
Yep.
Football, they was like, man, we need a playoff system, we need a playoff system. And they talked about it for years, and then it finally came, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Yeah. And now they're talking about players are coming out, going to court, man, suing schools, talking about, man, we need to get paid, This shit coming in the next 5 years, man.
I wouldn't doubt it.
She was about to get paid, man, because I remember when I was playing, they gave a little stipend to everybody of $20 after the game. You know what I'm saying? Even I got it. I didn't even play. I ain't touched the field. I was like, no mind if I do. Just go in my gas tank. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I go ahead and take that. But that's the only way. And I never forget the time I was watching Hard Knocks, the Jets edition, and they were talking about man, what's the dude that died? Rest in peace, man. The guy that got shot in a traffic accident.
Oh, was it, dang it. Was it, no?
Joe McKnight.
Yeah, Joe McKnight. There we
Joe
go.
McKnight, man. So, yeah. There was a part where Bart Scott was talking about, Joe because he was out of shape.
Yeah.
Somebody, when you watch out, Joe, man, for you to take a pay cut. He was like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And worse, what he was getting at USC. And they were like, ha 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 ha. And they were like, there was like, you know, people say there's a truth to every joke. That was truthful.
Yeah, it was.
He was supposed to get paid, especially at USC. So, you know what I'm saying? Those dudes riding around in nice cars with, you know, rims on it, you know, nigga shit, nigga trinkets, and all that stuff. So, you know, they were definitely getting paid by boosters, because most boosters are, you know, just jock sniffers and just want to be a part of it because, you know, it gives them a thrill to say, I know this guy and I'm his friend, not knowing that dude don't give a shit about you because, you know, he don't come from nothing because of his economic background, and he'll just be your friend because you give him the money. Yeah. And then like Larry Tunsil, well, he got Ole Miss in trouble from the texting that he did, and then him talking at his after draft presser, talking about, oh yeah, we got paid. Yeah. You know, thinking it was okay after he got drafted, not knowing he's fucking up his program after he left. Because remember, you and I were talking. Yep. You and I were talking years ago. We was like, man, how's Ole Miss getting all these prospects? Yep. Motherfuckers paying niggas.
How is Ole Miss this good all of a sudden?
Exactly, man.
I remember we were having that conversation.
Yep.
And then, what was it? Well, sometime late last year, they found out that Ole Miss had been, you know, cheating. So
yeah, man, it's only a matter of time. Like when a team, especially in football, when a team come out of nowhere and like get like 20 top 5-star recruits, you're like, yep, they cheating. You ain't even gotta be like try to get in the benefit of the doubt. You were like, they cheating. Like I don't even give them a chance to explain themselves. Like, all right, you cheating, man. How much you paying them? Like, if I was on the investigator for NCAA, about the signing day, let's say like Eastern Tennessee State University, like gets like 6 5-stars. I'm like, all right, y'all, I'll be back. You know. We gonna see what these motherfuckers doing, man. It's just like Louisville when they would bring in prostitutes to suck dudes off and have sex with them. Yep. In the dorm rooms, man. This shit happens. Just like when He Got Game. There's that iconic scene where he was like, we gotta go meet the assistant coach. It was 2 butt-naked blonde twins on a waterbed. I'll never forget that scene. Jesus. I don't know. I would have did the same thing he did. I would close that door with the work, and then I still went to the school. Yep. Yeah, that just happens, man. Like, they get enticed by drugs and sex and money. Yeah. Because it's all about winning, because, man, winning brings millions to the program, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Just like in Baylor. Well, Art Briles was just like, oh, they sexually assaulted somebody. Anybody really talking about it? No, coach. Don't worry about it, man. What? Like, you know, they don't. Like, it's sad, but they literally don't care, man. It's just all about the bottom line. And just like, we'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about the draft in depth. We might have our own little mock draft. Maybe not. Maybe we will. Next week, and then we'll just talk about reports about, the dude, Joe Mixon. He don't take hitting somebody. He went from he gonna go in the first round or the second round to he might not even get drafted. That junk came out today. Yeah. So, shit, if you don't get drafted, Ozzy, pick up the phone. Yeah. You ain't gotta be alone tonight.
How many people remember that?
I don't know, man. It just came to me. You remember that junk?
Yeah, I remember that junk. Call now.
You're some dude like, yeah, if you lose some money.
Yep.
Hell yeah, but yeah, man, don't let him go undrafted, because he's a first round pick.
Yeah, he's a first round talent.
Yeah. Give a minimal deal. Yeah. Oh my god, dude! I'll take him.
That's a steal, man.
It's gonna be a steal, but I think he's gonna be a Charger. For some reason, I think he's gonna be a Charger, dude.
I wouldn't doubt that, because you know Melvin Gordon, he's kind of stumbling a little bit. But you know, of course, there's a report out saying that McCaffrey that they were guaranteeing him that they was gonna pick him. Like they have a pick, I think in the teens. I don't know what team it is, but yeah, they said that if he's on the board, then he's guaranteed to be drafted. Christian McCaffrey by some team that has a pick in the teens.
Yeah, he's definitely getting drafted.
Yeah.
He's definitely getting drafted in the first round, man. He's not going before Fournette. He'll go after Fournette.
Yeah, they're saying Fournette's supposed to go. I think
to Jaguars.
Yeah, which I don't think that would be. I don't think that would be a bad look. Let me tell you something.
They don't need him. They need offensive line help so bad.
Well, yeah, they do.
He O-line bad, man. But he kind of like AP, so that's why I can see it.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say, but is there any first round talent, like as far as O-line are concerned this year?
No, this is a horrible O-line class.
That's what I'm saying. So it would be stupid for them to, get something that they, that's not even worth the pick. Why not go ahead and get that monster back in the backfield? And Tom Coughlin is whipping them boys into shape. Let me just say that right now. Yeah. You might see a different Jaguars team that's coming up here.
You might, man. He took the ping pong table away. Like Coughlin doing Coughlin things, man.
Yeah, because Coughlin don't play.
He sure don't, dude. Them motherfuckers all about business, man.
So, when he was their coach, back in the
90s.
Mid-90s, he turned them into, almost a juggernaut. So
they haven't been the same since he left.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Of course he won 2 rings with the Giants, but that just shows you what type of person he is, man. He don't take nothing, and he don't play that.
Only coach has beaten Belichick in the Super Bowl
twice.
He beat his ass twice.
Yeah, so
only coach.
You might see a different Jaguars team this year, and it'll be about time because that's probably all they were lacking. They were just lacking discipline.
Yep.
I think, a lot of them, he said, weren't in football shape. So he hadn't, I think they were having weigh-ins, early. So.
I hate that motherfucker.
Yeah, they probably do. Probably do.
But do you want to win or what?
Exactly. They're probably looking for it after that, though.
Yeah.
Especially if they see, a good measure of success. So, I think they've been winning the off season every year for the past 2 or 3 years.
Hey, dog, speak on it, man.
It don't make no sense how many players they keep getting, man.
Yep. After a while, man, you gotta start developing these dudes into something.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We might see a different Jaguars team, but
let's see, man. But 7 more days, man, to the draft.
Yeah, it's looking nice.
Looking real nice. Man. You want to go ahead and say any parting words?
No.
Yeah, everybody. Man, we love y'all, man. Y'all stay blessed.
Yeah.
We'll definitely see y'all next week.
Yeah. Remember, keep in mind, man, we got some stuff coming down the pipeline, so, be on the lookout. Like always, ignorance is not a handicap, it's a personal choice. And if there's no light, you must become the light. So be the light. Yeah, y'all. Episode number 53. We're gonna see y'all next week.
Peace.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Black Canvas Podcast. We'll see you next week.